Hello YouTube, Baragon3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over my first Revoltech figure. It is the Sci-Fi Revoltech Baragon, number 4 in the series. Really tight figure. Super articulated kaiju for the win, I think, actually, yeah. And wow, it's pretty cool. Nice box. Got the Baragon up front and this strip on the bottom that I guess is supposed to be ripped off, but whatever. And then you got Baragon on the side, Sci-Fi Revoltech. And then here he's on the back, all the stuff he comes with, some other Revoltech figures like Gamera and Gauss, which I'm assuming are the ones the people watching this care about most. Probably a safe assumption. Some part things about parts. And it also opens up, which is pretty tight. I guess this is a history of Baragon, since it has Frankenstein Conquers the World pictures on it, which is really the movie this is. This one is from. That was Baragon's first appearance. It's so it's technically not a Godzilla figure, it's a Frankenstein figure. How about those odds? Am I right? I'm right. But yeah, Revoltech made a few of the more obscure characters, and I like that. But yeah, there's the Baragon with all the stuff. Yeah, really tight. So who wants to get him out of packaging? Because I certainly do. Alright, so here he is in all his glory, the Sci-Fi Revoltech Baragon. Yeah, he's pretty much everything I imagined. Actually, more than I imagined when I bought him. I wasn't thinking about all the accessories and stuff he comes with, because Monster Arts has kind of dropped out of that with the exception of the recent Kiru figure. And yeah, I knew they came with him. I just kind of forgot about him. I totally forgot about him. Totally forgot about him. So I'm going to show you those first. Let's kind of zoom out from Baragon for a bit. You see that's Baragon full body for just a sec. Let's put him over here where he can't cause any trouble. Little Baragon. But yeah, he did in fact come with several, wow, several things. All got him in this, this little box here. He came with this pamphlet, which is kind of like a little ad thing. Shows the Revoltech figures. You got aliens, and you got Damage in there, Gamera, some other Godzilla monsters, which is, you know, pretty tight. Oh no, I dropped it. But you know, stuff like Evangelion as well. Evangelion's actually pretty cool. So we got that, and Zoids. Zoids are tight, or used to be tight. I don't know. People still make Zoid models, I suppose. Then you got this one as well. You got the giant Robo down there. See him all displayed on someone's shelf. Might get the Damagen, maybe the Gamera. I don't know. But it's got some pretty cool, there's some pretty cool stuff, I think. And then there's this box of accessories. I don't really want to take them all out. I don't really have the time for that because I'm going to go see the midnight premiere of Thor: The Dark World in just a sec. But yeah, he came with lots of cool, like more environmental stuff. He's got a tree, and then another tree. Trees are actually pretty neat. This 10 coin Revoltech point. I guess that's like for the website or something. He has his own name card. That's tight. That is tight. And then this box to put some of the smaller accessories in. That's pretty cool. I'm probably just going to put these up in my DTOF shelf with my Monster Arts and stuff, but whatever. And then that is for that horse, which is freaking out. And that's the building. I'm actually going to show you guys the building since it kind of warrants showing. It's got a little crushed roof, a little front door, and it's just a nice little building. I don't know, the window's shattered. That's pretty neat too. But yeah, that's pretty cool. You gotta admit, that is tight. So yeah, those are his accessories. Now, the Baragon figure itself is pretty excellent. Detail and paint are immaculate. It looks fantastic. Look at those back ridges. They stole those from Naranga. Just kidding. When you watch Ultraman, they use the Baragon suit for it a lot. And the monster Naranga and several other monsters have Baragon's back and stuff. And then you got his tail, which looks really nice. You got see all the bumps on his legs and a nice brown. You got that good brown on the claws too. Got some detail on the bottom of the feet there. Got his nice little plated belly, which you get to see in the opening credits of Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, Giant Monsters All Out Attack, aka GMK. They just put his big belly up on the screen. That's pretty cute. And you got just all kinds of nice detail on this guy. Got his little front paws as well. And then his head looks fantastic. You got his ears. Everyone loves those Baragon ears. And his eyes look nice. kind of orangish, bright orange. And his nice horn, the way the light reflects off his horn is really tight. And then his mouth. Oh, look at that mouth. Look at that full detail in the mouth. Oh yeah, nice paint all up in there. Probably not as good as Monster Arts, but definitely rivaling it. Yeah, they're definitely looking great here. Got little different shades of brown in some places. Not a lot, but we got some. This head sculpt's really just freaky looking. Ah! Really nice. Really cool. And then there's articulation. There's a lot of articulation, but I'm going to be careful with it because I hear Revoltech joints aren't the, aren't the most durable joints in the world. So, yeah, you got the ears, which do forward and back, so you can push them forward, or you can have them laid back like that. That looks pretty good, actually, I think. And you got all kinds of movement here, there in the neck, like all kinds of neck movement. You see, you bring it up, you can even bring it up that far for when he's on all fours. That looks pretty good. And it has plating on it too, so it doesn't look super awkward. Really fantastic. And you've got all kinds of movement in the arms here. Just pretty much any direction you want to go. And you got up and down right here on the elbow, which is a little limited compared to lots of Monster Arts elbows. But once again, this is pre-Monster Arts, if I remember correctly. You got up and down on the little feet. Definitely pre-Monster Arts, actually. And you got rotation below and above the joint on the paw. No articulation in the torso, but I think that's fine because the detail looks spectacular. And then you've got all this articulation in here, lots of good movement there. And you got a lot of good movement here in the knee. I don't really like ratchet joints that much, but I think I can learn to deal with it. And then you've got lots of good movement in the foot too, another good Revoltech joint right there. And the tail has a nice joint right here. And then also it's got a bendable wire in it, so you can really just bend this nice, beautiful tail wherever you want. Well, for the most part. I'm going to try not to do it too much because I don't want to make this, start to tear up, but yeah. So this Baragon is a pretty cool figure so far. So now about we get into some size comparisons. Now here's our Baragon next to some standard vinyl figures. Here's one from America, the GMK Godzilla. I know it's not the Godzilla he appeared next to. No, technically this one didn't appear next to a Godzilla. Well, okay, whatever. It's a Godzilla. And, I guess they scale up fine. Baragon's a small monster. So, I mean, if you want to say this is fine, you could work this. You could work this on all fours or on two legs. He's fine. And then here's Gauss. This is the Showa Gauss. So I guess he's fine with that Gauss too. This is a Bandai Japan figure. It's the Memorial Box Gauss. I just thought I'd show him with a Japanese figure and something from another franchise, just so you can know if you want to do some crossovers or something. I know I don't have them separated by franchise in my collection, so. But yeah, pretty awesome. I think he scales up fine. Now here he is with some Monster Arts, just some other super articulated kaiju to show him with, since he's my first Revoltech and I don't have any other Revoltech figures. But here he is next to my Comic-Con exclusive Godzilla, same sculpt as the first release Godzilla, or that first Godzilla's first release, whatever, Heisei Godzilla. And I think they scale up fine together. I think he's a good size on all fours or on his hind legs. Either way, doesn't matter. And then I thought I'd show a smaller Monster Art as well, since he's a smaller monster. And here's at the Fire Rodan. I guess they're fine too, if you want to put smaller monster against smaller monster. This Rodan was a puppet and not a suit actor, so it is a smaller Rodan. But yeah, I think he looks fine with them as well. Now he might look fine with those figures, but there is one figure he looks great with, and that is the SH Monster Arts Godzilla 64. Yeah, you see that? This Godzilla is smaller than some of the other Monster Art Godzillas. Actually, all the other Monster Art Godzillas, not counting Little and Junior. He is smaller than they are. And, him and Baragon, I think, scale up excellent. I think, if you're thinking about it as suit actor, like how big suit actors are and what suit actors would fit in, they were the same suit actor, if I remember correctly. Same suit actor in both suits. And I can envision the same suit actor being in both these suits. I can. Baragon might be a little smaller, but who cares? I think this looks fantastic. Baragon looks fantastic with this Monster Arts Godzilla, and they're both Showa. That makes it even better. So, really, this Godzilla is kind of like the Revoltech Godzilla we never got. They never made a Revoltech Godzilla. So, they just made other Toho monsters, no Godzilla. But yeah, he scales up perfectly with that Godzilla. The whole reason I got him was to go with this Godzilla because I heard the Revoltech figures scaled up so well with him. And I think they look fantastic. So, all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Revoltech Baragon figure? Well, he is very awesome. Very great first Revoltech to get, and I got him for under $25 off Amazon, which is fantastic. So, like, wow. And that's a great price for this guy because he has fantastic articulation, great detail and paint, spectacular accessories, and he scales up well with your other kaiju, whether they be monster arts, vinyls, whatever. He is great with them. Fantastic figure. I gotta give him, you know, I've gotta give him 5 out of 5 stars. He's a really cool figure. I dig him. He's a great first Revoltech to get. It's ahead of the Monster Arts line, and it's just a really nice figure. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. And I'll see you all later.